It's good to have you here with us for KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Tim Pham. We begin with breaking news at this hour. Governor Jay Inslee is extending statewide restrictions aimed at curbing the spread of COVID-19. The restrictions will now be in place through at least January 11th. They were originally set to expire on Monday, January 4th. The restrictions ban indoor dining. Fitness classes and social gatherings are only allowed if they're outdoors. State leaders say they are developing an updated reopening plan that will provide a pathway for businesses and workers impacted by this order to reopen safely. You can find the latest developments on this story on KREM.com. Also breaking at noon, snow continues to blanket the inland northwest at this hour. Here's a live look near Post Falls. A winter storm warning is in place for Spokane and North Idaho. Here's a look at road conditions on I-90. You can see a good amount of snow covering the roadways as travelers make their way across the interstate. We have triple team coverage for you. Our crews are spread out across the region monitoring conditions. Thomas Patrick is in the Weather Center monitoring this winter storm. Amanda Rowley is watching conditions in North Idaho. But we begin in Spokane, where the city has just issued a full city plow. Nicole Hernandez is tracking the latest. Nicole, what can you tell us about this full city plow?
Yeah, that's right, Tim. So that full city plow only happens when the city gets 4 inches or more of snow based on what's falling at the Spokane International Airport. And you can see here, we definitely have that. A ton of snow here on the ground, and that's really translating to the roads this morning and this afternoon. You can see the roads are very covered in snow, and they've been that way since we've been on air this morning with Up with KREM. So something to be careful of as you're getting out of the house, of course, is to make sure that you're going slow, give yourself room between cars, and try to avoid the roads if at all possible. Of course, like we mentioned, that city plow is in full effect now, so they will be plowing all the roads, of course, starting with arterials, then moving to those smaller neighborhood roads. But the plows can only do so much as the snow continues to fall here. So even if the plows are going through, it is still building back up on the roads, still creating that slick driving condition. So be careful, go slow, leave room, and give yourself that time to be careful. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez. Some
good advice, Nicole. Thanks so much. Our team coverage continues now. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley is tracking conditions in North Idaho. Amanda, what's conditions like there?
Good afternoon. Yeah, we're in Coeur d'Alene. I am just off Kathleen in the residential area. It is definitely coming down here in Coeur d'Alene. Now, I drove in to Coeur d'Alene from Spokane this morning on I-90. The roads were a bit rough in the Spokane area. However, coming into Coeur d'Alene, once you cross that state line exit, it definitely gets a little bit better on the roads. I noticed it was a little bit more slushy as you come in to Coeur d'Alene. Good reminder though right now, if you are out and about driving, especially on I-90 or those arterials, make sure to give yourself enough space between you and the drivers. I did see an accident heading westbound into Spokane. It looked like some folks had spun out. So make sure you're giving people enough distance ahead of yourself and so that you have time to slow down. It is still pretty slick out on the road, so using caution today is of most importance. Again, taking a look here, it is still coming down the roads here on the arterials. Materials aren't too bad. They're mostly slushy, but we have seen snowplow crews out and about trying to get that snow cleared. Reporting in Coeur d'Alene, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Our Storm Tracker 2 team prepared you for this winter storm. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is in the Weather Center. Thomas, how much more snow can we expect?
Yeah, we're actually now expecting the afternoon hours to be mainly snow for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas. And there was obviously that question of how much could change over to rain. And it looks like we're going to fall more on that snow side. So new as of the noon hour, winter storm warnings have now been expanded to a lot more of the inland northwest. This now includes Spokane and Coeur d'Alene as well as the Palouse, and as far west as Ritzville, Davenport, and even the Grand Coulee area is now under a winter storm warning. And that snowfall has just fallen for the past 12 hours straight, and it could fall for another 8 hours more because the small break that we were expecting at around noon or 1 p.m. looks like that's just not going to happen anymore with just how widespread this snowfall is. Getting our first snow reports as of the noon hour, this one courtesy of our own meteorologist, Michelle Boss, out towards Green Acres has the ruler in the snow. 4 inches of snow as of noon, and still a lot more to come. And I've kind of eyeballed what we've got at our studios in the South Hill, and it's about 4 inches and change or so. If you got a ruler, do make sure to send your snow reports our way as well. But check this out. There's still that small chance for a little bit of rain to maybe squeeze in that forecast at some lower elevations. But still, this is just going to snow solid through probably around 8 o'clock in the evening hours before it tries to let up a little bit. So coming up, got new forecast totals to show you and how much longer this snowfall is going to last before it's all said and done.
All right, Thomas, thanks so much. And if you're wondering when plows are coming to your area, you can track its progress live. So take a look at your screen here. Here's a live look at the map of the snow removal progress of Spokane right now. So normally there are some green lines, which means it's complete, but right now you're seeing all purple. This means that crews are working or they're monitoring those roads. When you see red on the map, that means it's coming up next. So you can see they have a lot to work on at this hour. On this interactive map, you can go to SpokaneCity.org and then scroll down to the home page. A little bit lower, you'll see something that says Snow Info, and then you can zoom in on an entire neighborhood to see the progress. Now, this map is only activated during full city plows, as Nicole told us. You can also go to cdaid.org/snow for a similar map of Coeur d'Alene's snowplow schedule. Well, here's a list of snow removal hotlines for our area. Spokane residents can call 311. Spokane County residents should use 509-477-2666. If you need snow removed outside of city limits, you can call 509-755-CITY. And then in Coeur d'Alene, you can call 208-769-2233. Live customer service representatives will be available from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and there are some weekend hours during full city plow events. More breaking news at this hour. Here's a live look at Snoqualmie Pass. Right now, the pass is closed heading eastbound near North Bend. Now, there is compact snow, slush, and ice on the roads. WashDOT has said that they have not said when the pass will reopen, but they are reporting multiple spinouts. You can depend on us to let you know if conditions change. This is also coming in new at noon today. Nearly 150 employees at a Costco in Yakima County have coronavirus. Here's what we know right now. 145 staff members tested positive, and they are in quarantine right now. Health officials say the sharp increase in cases mimics activity that happens after a super spreader event. Costco is continuing to provide site-wide testing for its employees. The Yakima Health District said it has not required any businesses to close due to coronavirus infections. Now to a developing story we brought you as breaking news overnight. Authorities are giving the all clear today after a bomb threat forced them to evacuate downtown Leavenworth. This is video sent to us by Brett Anderson. It shows the empty streets and police blocking the west end of Highway 2, which was also shut down. So here's what we know about what happened. This all began around 8 o'clock last night. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says a 911 caller warned there was an explosive in a trash bin. That was in the area of Front Street. Now, this prompted the authorities to evacuate the area. And just before 2 a.m., the area was searched and it was determined that the threat was a false alarm. The sheriff's office says the investigation is ongoing. Also new at noon, 2 teens are injured in one of 2 shootings in Spokane. Police say they have been less than 24 hours apart. One shooting happened Tuesday night on East Wellesley Avenue, and the other happened at 1:30 this morning on East Glass Avenue. 2 16-year-olds showed up to a hospital with minor injuries after the first shooting. Spokane police say the second shooting left bullet holes in a home's front door and wall, and a window was shattered. 3 women were inside the home during the shooting, but no one was injured. As of now, no arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified in either shooting. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Check, that number there on your screen. Well, some good news. You could soon see an extra $600 in your bank account. Stimulus checks started arriving late last night. Electronic payments of the $600 stimulus checks are being rolled out as we speak. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin tweeted last night that paper checks will start getting mailed out today. Now, there is a congressional deadline to get payments out by the middle of next month to avoid tax season. Again, this is for people making less than $75,000 and couples under $150,000. If you would like the latest news on stimulus payments, Washington's relief payments, or information on unemployment, you can text the word money to 509-448-2000 and we'll send it right to your phone.
And coming up, the latest snowfall projections across the region as the snow just intensifies as of the noon hour. Your full forecast is right after the break.